Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, we didn't wanna see where that was gonna go. No. No. Sorry.
It has been too
Uh,
long.
we 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 fought some things, and I'm pretty sure I cast Scorching Ray at least once.
I vaguely remember fighting gargoyles that were chained together.
And somebody got lifted up toward the ceiling.
I think that was Ivor. I think Ivor got like noosed upwards or something.
All I remember is everyone running out of the room, and I was attacking the gargoyles by myself.
Oh, yeah, there's a big hole in the floor. Where we threw something down the pit, but I don't remember what it was. Hmm.
We didn't throw Slash.
Why not?
You guys considered it. I know that.
It's quite out of character for us.
Well, there's no time like the present. What- It wasn't trash. It, it was really creepy. We apologize.
Yes, pardon us.
Feel free to go back to sleep anytime.
We did not realize this was your home. Pardon us, please. What kind of permit? That is one of our specialties, yes.
That's a pretty good track. Mm,
I forgot about the teeth.
we can definitely take this out of your home. We would be very happy to leave you alone.
If I may, sir, I am Ivor, but I do not believe we caught your name. Who are you?
Who would that be?
Do you mean younger as in alive?
Did this rock have a half of a face sticking out of it? Hmm. No. No. I imagine if you were to give us as much time as we need to seal the door, you wouldn't have to worry about anybody else coming through.
Uh,
Fair enough.
do you have a way to seal the door yourself? Well, then it seems that you need us in this circumstance. Fair enough.
So do you? Oh, okay. So by seal the door, do you mean the door to this room? I assume, despite the map, we are standing around the pit. So I'm gonna back out.
Yes, I will follow as well.
So now we're leaving.
I mean, you
So-
can stay.
I saw somebody leave, so I'm leaving. I figure Worm has a plan.
That picture's almost obscene, Taylor. Well, do you think that this door is going to be sealable, or should we try one further back?
Let's take a look at the door. Can I see if there's anything I can figure out to seal it? If it looks like there's a mechanism to lock it or something like that.
I wonder if he could leave the pit. So, what room are we standing in now? I don't remember what we went through to get to the pit.
Hmm.
Could we reseal it with lizard slime?
Yeah. I remember bottling up some of it to use as more acid because we were running low.
If we tell him that we sealed the door further back, is he going to leave the pit and check? I'm just not sure I want to encourage him to reveal his whole self. I also don't really want to seal ourselves up in the pit room. How would he open a door? Does he have a button? How do we know there even is a door that he can open? I feel like we should ask him some questions. Ebor, go ask him some questions.
you do not have any questions, and yet you suggest questions.
I had many questions.
Well, then, go ahead.
No, you.
Well, at least tell me one of your many questions.
Well, I'd like to know where the door is that he's planning on opening. If there is one.
Very well. Or we'll walk back into the pit room. Hello, yes, Mr. Serpent Bone person who shall not be named. We have a question. Where is the door that you were planning on opening? That you speak of? I see, but where will you make it? I I see. And where does the store leads out? Is it more of a magical door than a physical door? Okay. No, this is why I made question. I see. How specific can we get with our destination? Uh, I am sure you are very wise and very knowledgeable. If we describe a person or something we are looking for, could you put us next to them? I see. Very well. Certainly. Um, so the door, do you care which door we seal in order to seal you in? Or well, there is one very melted door that may not be very easy to seal, but there may be other passages further back that we could seal instead. Would have the same end result of nothing coming to you, but it may not be the door right outside the door. I see. Uh, Thank you, great bone serpent. And he will back out of the room. I will explain all that to Worm. And anyone else within earshot.
We backtrack
Yes, so
through passages nobody can remember and find a place easy to seal.
yeah, so the only was this door something we could look at sealing, or was there another entrance to this room? I forget. I see.
What did we pass to get here? Yeah. Like, if we walk backwards, what would our... Yeah, where did that come out? It's all so clear now. Probably.
So is the door that I'm standing next to, is that the hardwood door? All right, so we should seal up this one then. It makes more sense to me.
Right. Need. Well, does anyone have any ideas for sealing this door? I am very good at killing lizards and things, but not so good at sealing doors. I'm not very much
Yeah,
in
same
specialty.
thing. Does anyone have some sort of magic that can seal up a door?
The only thing I've seen that can seal the door is that slime.
Which way does the door open? Towards us or away from us? Okay. I have a hammer and some pitons. I could hammer them around the door so that it would be at least difficult to open this way.
I'm not
Does
sure
this
that
sound
counts as
reasonable?
sealing.
Well, it would be. I don't think he means for us to prevent any being of any strength from entering. I mean, if we seal a door, a being strong enough could just burst through the wall. So I think perhaps this may be good enough if we have no other solution.
Does anyone else think it's weird that he has the power to create a magic door, but he doesn't have the power to seal a door?
Well, I think he is messing with us. But, you know. He seems very strong. I do not want to mess with him big.
Having a quick look through my spells, none of them are seal the door spells.
Neither any of mine.
Well, Slash, I am not particularly muscular. Do you think you might have a better chance of hammering these pitons into the wall?
Yeah, why not? I can give that a shot.
Alright,
Could
so I'll
you
hand
use-
over.
I'm sorry, what's the door made of? Oh. Because you can't, like, melt wood to itself.
Or- No, I took his tools. I'm using what was offered.
How many pitons should I mark off? I have 10. I would have given him. I guess that's a question for Slash, and I would have given you all of them. How many would you have used in sealing the door? 10. All right. Very good job, Slish. This door seems pretty well sealed, in my opinion.
Should we wait a while before going back so it seems like we took longer and did a more thorough job? Were we not
Wasn't-
positioned on the correct side of the door?
Wasn't the side of the door the way to the pad? I thought this was the. Oh, I may have had things backwards then in this whole situation. Because I assumed we were sealing ourselves towards the bit.
For the sake of argument, we should just assume we were on the correct side.
Yeah.
Which would make it hard to seal. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's a different situation then.
I feel like the world is disappearing around us. Whee!
It's great, isn't it? Oh, we're in that chapel. Gotcha. Okay. I see now. Yes, thank you. Okay. So that plan won't work then. So I'll add those pitons back because that, that would not have worked.
Yeah,
Unless we
kind of
want to just seal it and then shout through the wall at him.
could.
I suppose I'll close the door and just use thaumaturgy and shout through it. Oh, hello, Mr. Bone Serpent. Can you still hear us through here? Okay. We're going to hammer the door shut. Can you still make a door for us out here, even though you cannot see out here? We do not see a way to seal ourselves into the room with you. Okay, thank you very much. And I guess then we go through the hammer plan. Yes. We crossed over several different timelines, but we got to the one eventually.
Where are we asking him to put a
Well,
door to?
this is what I wanted to discuss with the group. Um, we are here to find the Eye of the Vampire Lord, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps we have him either teleport us to this Vampire Lord or to wherever we can find the specific eyes that we need, uh, and so on. Unless you all want. Oh, I see. I did not realize you could still hear us out here. Long ears, I see.
Aren't we? Aren't we trying to catch people or catch up to people?
Indeed. If we already had the Eye of a Vampire Lord, and this is the mechanism by which we
What?
catch up to these people, this would make sense to me.
Why was the eye of a vampire lord inside of a face in a rock?
Especially if he's inside of a rock that claimed to not be a Vampire Lord. And was somewhat easy to kill, all things considered.
Well, hypothetically, if you did care, yep.
Very well. Do you know the location of Old Sam? Uh, Unfortunately not. He should be with a woman named Jael, which I believe would be her true name. Oh, yes, this would be very good. Uh, I see. How far away is this town? I see. I see. There. I'll turn back to the rest of the group. Do we want to return to Hope, at least temporarily, get something to protect ourselves and then return? Or what do you all think?
Is there a way he can give us a door? Wasn't asking you, but okay.
Who are you asking then?
Well, I don't know, but I said he.
Uh,
I apologize for assuming his gender.
I am very worried about my very bald head in this one. I fear this will not be comfortable.
So, remind me, what do we want from her? Does it consume the soul? But he can bring us there just with a door. We're not alive now. She should have just gone to him.
Mr. Bone Serpent, if we were to return shortly, maybe a day later date, after we take some time to rest and prepare, would you still be willing to give us this door? Well, it may take some time. It is sealed, after all. I will keep that in mind.
We should just collapse the entire passage.
All right. Anyone have anything else to say? Any other opinions, ideas here?
How long is it back to Hope?
If I remember right, this place wasn't too far from the entrance, this chapel. I think this room is one of the first ones we got to in the first day we were in here, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, we can go back.
All right. Any opposed?
No.
That sounds good to me.
I'm just wondering what dipped means. Mm-hmm. Dipped. Is it? Okay, back to the dipped. Why are we waddling again? I strut. I strut back to the dripped. The dipped.
I'd almost forgotten about that, actually.
Good memories.
We got schlooped through the floor. Woo! Lots of stairs. Yeah. Big staircase.
Now, why would they do that?
Hello, we have them turned safely. Although it was not particularly safe down there, we have triumphed so far.
We have triumphed so far.
So far.
Delicious.
We have killed many lizards. I did not try them. They were made mostly of bone and rock. It was, I imagine, not very tasty, unless it was salt rock. Yes, indeed. I see. Oh, this is unfortunate. We have a lead. We think we may be on to finding jail. Do we have any explosives here in Hope? Yes, I had no idea what a better way to bring that up would be, to be honest. Yes. Perhaps he will be interested in some acidic lizard fluids. We shall see.
Well, Wendellorn would probably go off to, find a corner to sit in with his glue pot and get the things out that he had gotten from those witches and see how well they fit on his book. That was very considerate. Excellent.
What was it you received?
Those were some of the cloths and things that I had taken out of that one witch's coffin or bed or whatever it was in that little room next to the room where the lady was giving you all the cakes?
I don't really think there's anything that I need to be doing. Yeah, not a bad idea. That is fair.
He's probably just going to head to an inn, eat some good food for once, and sleep. I'd like to think I look bigger now. Give me a sec. I gotta look at my inventory here.
That's a bird. Be like jerky.
I can't seem to find my equipment here. Oh no, I found it. Okay. Let's see. I have some a pot, some iron. Well, you can use it to cook, or you can use it as a weapon. It's your choice. Slash does the trade.
Yes. The potion seller that we looked for earlier, that we stumbled upon at one point. Um, hello, sir. I apologize. I do not recall your name. Uh, Very well. Potion seller, I require your strongest potions. Thank you. um, do you have anything that may be considered explosive or highly combustible? As long, I suppose the safest way is that we can carry them and then set up a bit of a, I believe, tunnel shattering explosion is what we're after. Oh, very well. I'll work on that. What would you take in payment for this? We encountered some lizard creatures down there. So they're made of rock and bone and such. They secreted a bit of acidic substance that I bottled some if you would like to take a look. And I'll hand over a couple of the vials that I had scooped up.
Hmm.
Oh, no. Are you okay, sir? I see. This probably won't help much, but I'll put a hand on his shoulder and use my healing hands for 4 hit points to help patch him up a little bit. Yes, there should be quite a few more down there, and I imagine there's more that we have not uncovered yet as well. Very well. Oh, oh boy. I will procure some barrels. I'll be back in a moment, and I will. Very well, potion seller. I'll go back to the what was it, the barkeep? Is that the who we were talking to earlier? And see if he has a couple spare barrels. Sir, do you happen to have any empty barrels we could take, or barrels full of something that you do not care that we waste? Uh, what do you use the sand for? I see. I see. Yes. Um,
I'm just wondering how we're gonna give him access to the lizards if we've sealed them up.
well, we're only sealing up. Yeah, we're only sealing up the one passageway to the one room, and like the rest of everything else will be unsealed.
Oh, it's the same lizards, like the acid lizards. I thought those were particular to the pit.
I thought there was some in the chapel too. Um, the sorry. The barrels may not remain intact for very long, so I cannot guarantee that they will be returned. I was more hoping to purchase them than to borrow them. I see. I see.
His voice changed in the last 10 seconds.
Perfect. Don't worry, Evor's voice goes all over the place. That's one character to keep track of. Evor's broke. I will turn to the rest of the group. Do any of you have anything we could offer in trade? I doubt this man would like more lizard secretions, but I could offer such if we have nothing else.
I hold out my 4 gold coins.
Are we going to spend a week here before we go back down? Just like a long rest? Because if so, Ivor could like paint something for him. Oh, did we? Oh. I thought I said we were going up for a rest and then coming back down. But it could be. I guess that could be interpreted a few different ways. Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely.
Well, he's not going anywhere.
True. Maybe it'll prove to him just how sealed his door is. Plus, if he wants explosives, we're going to need to trade for things to get the explosives. So.
I certainly could use one.
Sure, I could use a long rest.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone else wants to do it, I guess we should do that.
I've made 2 earrings out of 2 of the coins. You said you maybe? I'm not much of an artist, and you said to make something pretty.
Igor has painted a picture of the great and wise bone serpent in his pit, with all of the small lizards dead around him. Oh no, I am not an artist.
Do we get all our hit dice back after a long rest?
And all our hit points,
That's
right?
what I thought.
So add 3 to that then. That's a 22.
Yeah.
2, sorry, 21, but either way.
All right. I guess Wendellorn can take the bits of cloth and that he's not able to use and try to fashion them into something. So you needed what, an intelligence check?
I just hit intelligence. Like, I don't have any proficiencies that seem like it would help. Oh. Perfect.
Knowing him, he would probably try to make something that looked like the cover of the book, since that's what he's most familiar with.
Just
The owl that he can't summon back flying through the sky.
F. Has anyone heard Chris in a while? Is Chris having mic difficulties or something? And,
Are you
it's been
awake?
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just making sure that you weren't talking and then it was muted or something.
No, I'm good.
You're not
Sure.
making any fantastic work of art?
No.
We're all making arts to trade for barrels.
As the week progresses and we're all making things, with all these fantastic works of art that are being created, is there any way we could trade for some other supplies as well? Is that a possibility? So Ivor lacks thieves' tools at the moment, and he thinks that may be a wise thing to get before we go to an entirely new town that we aren't familiar with. Potentially, possibly, maybe. Sweet. Makes sense.
I just
That kind of makes sense. It's the barkeep wouldn't need coin for much, so it makes sense.
I want a
Art.
big floppy hat and maybe some sunglasses.
Oh yes, we need that stuff too.
Are they sunglasses or like welding goggles? Will they fit me?
Eva would like a hooded cloak or something. I think if that's procurable. All right, sweet.
Not nearly as fashionable. So, will they trade the tiny earrings for sunglasses and a floppy hat? Fantastic.
I'm probably just gonna do the same thing and get just a hood.
Yeah, no cloak, just a hood.
A cloak
An
and hood.
execution or
Yes,
something.
I love the execution. Like, yes.
Yes, yeah. Well, he can do that. He's got a halberd, so that works.
Oh, it's perfect.
I don't know that he would necessarily want sunglasses. We probably would, he's got gloves already, so he'd probably just want something hooded to put over his head.
Night. Y'all are gonna look so basic.
Excellent. This is the deepest lore. I love it. Perfect.
I think I'd probably get a A hooded cloak as well. Mm.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. I'm back when y'all are.
I too am returned.
I never left.
I didn't think you had. Yay.
Yeah, I'm back too.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Did we not return with the barrels to the guy to get the explosive stuff?
Taylor, You may be having some mic troubles. There's a lot of popping and crackling, like a wire or something.
I thought that was on my end.
No, I think everyone heard it.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Or static on a wire. Much better, thank you.
We have explosive barrels. We have explicit instructions on how to use them.
All right. Very well. Does anyone else need anything in hope before we go on this unknown adventure?
No,
I don't hear any yeses, so down we go.
Can we traipse this time?
Can I Zelda roll down the stairs and be fine with it? Yeah. Hot.
I was just gonna ask if you did that. Do you want a cookie?
Very well. We'll make our way back to the chapel and talk to the great wise bone serpent. We took some time to procure the explosives. I apologize. The area above is not much for coins, so we had to produce some goods in order to trade for the explosives. We did bring a lot of explosives, to be fair. I assume to just completely obliterate the passage behind this door. Yes. Should we unseal our door and set off the explosions within the passage, or just set them off right outside the door? I mean, it may take some time, but we can attempt to do so. Yes.
It was sealed with a special secret method, and we know what it is, so we can unseal it. Yeah. We did not. So who's unhammering?
I mean, Ivor will just wordlessly hand over the hammer to Slash.
Well, if it takes higher strength to hammer them in, lower strength would hammer them out the best. That's how that works.
I can't argue with that logic.
Absolutely.
Bless you.
I've got a 16. Who's weaker?
I have half that.
What?
I have a -1 to strength. I'm 8.
Oh. Well, this
10
is
over
clearly.
I am a thin, gaunt little Ivor. This is why I stand on the back line and I shoot things instead of getting up close and meleeing.
You're clearly best suited for unhammering.
Okay. Very well. I guess I will attempt to remove the pitons.
Golf rules. Restore wins.
Ugh. Oh, my shoulders are so sore. Why did you make me do this?
Because then it looks like it was really well sealed.
Oh, I see. Yes. It was very painful.
Looks can be deceptive. He's our strongest dude.
So will you produce the door for us after the passage has been blown up, or do you want to produce it at the same time, or? Yeah. How do we know you will do this? Well, then why should we blow up the passage? Well, now we have what you want sitting right in front of you, but you can do nothing about it without giving us what we want. Yes. So do it. No, you. Yes, I believe it causes a gnomish standoff.
I nominate Slash.
For which three?
What?
You
2
nominate
and 1.
Slash for. Oh, yes. There are 5 of us, so there's 2. So which group? Which group are you nominating Slash for? You just said you nominate him. You didn't say if you're nominating him to go first or
I just-
set up the.
Oh, to set off the explosion.
Oh, okay.
Who is missing Node down there? Okay.
Yeah, I am willing to stay behind and set off the explosives if someone else will stay with me. I think this is a very reasonable request. And this will at least prove to us that he can transport at least 3 of us to where we need to go. What say you all?
How much do you trust him?
Well, I mean, that is why I'm doing this, because I trust him very little.
Fine, I will go through the door.
I'll go through next.
You were nominated.
You were volunteered. Mr.
More like
Great
voluntold.
Serpent, what if you could you send 4 of us through, 1 stay behind to set up the explosive, and the last person goes through after? Okay, this is acceptable.
You're gonna be his pet. I sit in the circle like a good little thing. This is the eye that we tossed down there. I don't want.
Wait,
Hmm.
do we
Gwendolyn
need,
wants it.
will you need another eye in order to send me afterwards? Oh, I see. Okay.
I guess I'll take the eye.
What does he do with the eye that's already there?
What the hell? We'll go for it.
Just gonna cut out your own eye.
Do we have much of a choice?
Well, I mean, you're not generally the one to sacrifice body parts.
Hence, I have more body parts available.
Yes, but
Unimpeccable.
this
I love
logic
it. I
cannot
love
connect.
it.
So I guess Wendelorn is going to take his small knife and he's going to pop his left eyeball out.
You accidentally take the wrong eye out.
No, I'm not proficient in medicine. Certainly.
Oh, God. 32 more color like spectrums, or just 32 more colors in addition to the billions we can see. Perfect.
He's going to instantly want to look at his book to see if it reveals anything new.
Like, you want to stay on task.
Very cool.
You do paint a picture.
Wendelorn is going to like this new eyeball.
Does he get to keep it? What is it? What is it with you and too many digits? That makes sense.
Is there an apparent way to open it? Well, then I'm going to tell them to move their asses, and I'm going to yank up on the rope handle.
I'm wondering why he told us to sit here if we had to move.
Bless you.
Well, Wendelorn is going to start to try to climb the vine.
I'm
Flash goes right behind and climbs the vine. Okay, then I step into the beam of light.
I put on my sunglasses and I step in. It looks pretty badass.
Do we hear? Yeah.
I assume I'm following.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Wizard of great wisdom and power, I can see now that you are incredibly powerful and incredibly knowledgeable about the realms of the dead here and the realms above. I have questions for you. I have fragments of memories of this place and fragments of memories of other places. I believe I have been here many times before and I am looking for answers. Do you know anything of me or anything of why this may have happened to me? I see. And I must be bound to some sort of deity or god of some kind, yes? I see. Thank you very much for your wisdom, great serpent. I will now destroy your passageway and be on my way. Thank you for your assistance. All right. Great. I will point a finger gun at the barrels of explosives and use. Nope. I'm gonna use my bolts from the grave to try and explode them. Oop. So my shoulders are very sore from all the unsealing of the door. I apologize. I'll try again. Okay, good. I will immediately jump into the thing. I assume so. Good.
Well, he strongly suggested we not go directly to her, so I imagine just the area.
Yeah, I believe.
Although we
that's-
weren't specific about what that meant.
Yeah. So I guess we defer to his wisdom.
Perfect. I live here now. Yep.
Ooh.
Come on.
S-
Oh.
Interesting.
Wait.
And what did Wendelorn turn into?
He's Rasputin.
And just to be clear on the regenerative thing, you mean the thing that Ivor has with the death saving throws, or something else? Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Yes. I see.
Well, I'm kind of half burrowing into the sills now. This is nice. Awesome.
All right.
So, as a ghost, if I'm not possessing a body, I can't do anything in combat, but I also can't be hurt, correct?
If he possesses something and that thing is hurt, he's not hurt, right?
Can I just possess my enemies, make them kill themselves, and then Okay.
You can undoubtedly give it a shot.
Ooh.
Fun.
Woo, thanks, Taylor. It was fun.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor.